All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? I'd like to welcome to the show one of the greatest in the biz, the creator of Dang, my personal collectibles guru and best friend. He is always buying boom. Marc Nehamen, Ultimate Pastime Sports Collectibles. Welcome to the show, Marc. Welcome to the show.
Box, thank you for having me, brother. Seriously, I gotta say, it's an honor to be on here. Okay.
Thank you so much.
I just gotta start off by saying something, man. When you told me a few months ago that you had this idea and this vision for doing a show, first thing that popped to my mind was like, yeah, the hobby needs something like that.
Thanks,
dude,
man.
What you've done here is above and beyond anybody's expectations. With you and Joe, the production crew, I'm not kidding you. You guys are doing one heck of a job, and the hobby needs this right now.
Honestly, man, coming from you, that means so much, dude. Thank you. You know how much hard work we're putting into this on a daily basis. I mean, it's getting crazy.
Brother, seriously. And I'll tell you what, man. I wish Joe's tips, tricks, and gadgets were before I busted open my Apache case. I had foam all over the place trying to.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. It's cool how you can do all that just with your hands. I mean,
it's awesome.
Until we dug in, we didn't know either, man. So it's cool. That's cool. So like I said, guys at home, I brought Marc on the show today to talk to you guys a little bit. I brought him here to introduce himself to you guys, but also to talk to you guys about collecting. Like I was saying earlier, he's out there day in and day out looking for the deals. He's always buying. He's always just all up at all the shows and showing me all the time the craziest cards that he's accumulating and selling on a daily basis. Marc's going to be very involved with the show. He already is. He's going to be on discussion panels in the future. I'm going to have him back for future interviews. I brought him here today just to have a little talk with you guys about collecting. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hand over the mic to Marc for just a few minutes. Just remember, guys, ask your questions in the comments below. And when we come back to this dual screen here, we'll take those questions and we'll ask them to Marc for you so you can get your answers. Okay, guys? So without further ado, here's Marc Nehamen, Ultimate Pastime Sports Collectibles. Good luck, Marc. Thank you very much, man. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Oh, good. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So, guys, I just want to start off by saying that for those of you that know me, my name is who don't know me, my name is Marc Nehamen. I've been in this industry since 1991. I started when I was 14 years old, collected baseball cards as a kid. And I started, would go to baseball card shows. My mom and dad, they would take me to shows, and my grandfather would take me to shows, and I just collected baseball cards. One time, 1991, I'm at this show, and this guy's sitting behind his booth, and he's all disgruntled, and he's like, I'm done with this business. $300, take it all. And my grandpa had taken me to the show that day. He said, Marc, do you want it? I said, yeah, but Pops, I don't have $300. I'd love to buy it. He said, I'll tell you what I'll do. He said, I'll pay for it, but as you sell it, you pay me back, but you have to do it the right way. You need to go out, you have to get a resale license, a business checking account, and all this other stuff that goes along with having the business. He said, but one thing. He said, if your grades slip, that's it. I'm taking everything back. I said, all right, Pops, you got a deal. So we called my mom. She came down in this big station wagon, and we loaded up all this stuff, okay? And the stuff that we loaded up today, some of it's starting to make a comeback, but most of it is what they call the junk era, and a lot of it's mass-produced. And we loaded this thing up. And I started setting up at this show religiously. And I would be there. I'd get my work done. I'd go to baseball practice. And my mom would take me to the show. And I would set up. I had my little booth. I was doing that for several months. And the promoter of the show came up to me and he asked me a question. He said, hey, Marc, we got Ernie Banks coming in to sign autographs. Would you like to take tickets for him? I said, wow, that'd be great. Mr. Cub. I know all about him. My grandpa's from Chicago. We had WGN. I'd pretend I was sick when I was a kid to stay home to watch daytime baseball, right? So, of course, I want to sit with Mr. Cub and take tickets. So did that, spent 6 hours with him that day. And he was really intrigued that at 14 years old that I had my own little business. And so at the end of the show, he said, hey, Marc, he says, I want to invest in you. And I'm like, really? He said, go get whatever you want. He goes, I want to sign it for you for free. He says, but you can't keep it. You need to put it into your inventory. I said, all right, Ernie, you got a deal. I had enough money in my pocket for 2 baseballs. So I go and buy 2 baseballs. He signs one of them HOF and one of them 512 home runs. And I put them into my inventory and I sold them. he was such a cool dude. And my dad traveled a lot when I was a kid. And we were very fortunate because we didn't have to pay for any airfare. My dad had a ton of frequent flyer miles. We got to go to Atlanta, Cleveland, Houston, Chicago, all the national shows because we didn't have to pay for airfare. And Ernie was always there. So he would take me in the back and introduce me to the other Hall of Famers and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I started like my marketing end of the business. Like just like anything else, the best advertisement is word of mouth and building relationships. Okay, guys, as Box was saying, yes, I do grind hard. I don't like to say the word hustle because a hustler, I kind of feel like I'm not trying to hustle nobody. What I'm trying to do is grind and grind and grind and grind. And you know what? It's not easy. There were several years where you really had to grind. And right now, cards are no secret to anybody. Collecting is no secret to anybody. People are coming back out of the woodworks that had these cards from when they were kids or my age when we were 12, 13 years old, which is the junk era stuff. But now that stuff has value. Everything has come full circle. So don't sleep on what you have. Not everything you have is junk. And if you're serious about doing something like this, you can start your business with what you have today. Okay. And if you don't think what you have today is enough, get out there and find stuff. It's not going to come to you. But guess what, guys? There are several of platforms that you can go on and you can buy stuff. You can go on OfferUp. You can go on Craigslist. You can buy on eBay. I know people pull comps on eBay and they say, well, on eBay, it's going for this. But guess what, guys? That's the price today. There are several cards that I wish I could go back even less than a month and buy on eBay because they're so much higher now. We just had a record Michael Jordan rookie card go for over $700,000 in the hobby last night. I mean, that is amazing. Look at what this hobby is doing. Whether you like Gary Vee or Vegas Dave, guys, they are bringing money into this hobby that the hobby hasn't seen before. So a lot of people ask about how long is it going to last? Well, nobody knows how long this is going to last. But guess what, guys? If you buy what you like, if you follow me on Instagram and you watch my stories, one of the things I will constantly say and preach and tell you is buy what you like. Because guess what, guys? If you buy what you like, you're never going to have any regrets if the card drops in value or the guy gets traded. If you like the item, you like it. And that doesn't just go for cards. All collectibles are hot right now. So many collectibles are just going through the roof. We have not seen anything like this, okay? I mean, even the mass-produced stuff, like I said earlier, is making a comeback. The graded stuff is huge. I know, Box, that huge was for you, man. You say huge a lot. But the graded market is huge. It really is. I'm not kidding you. So you see a Jordan going for 600 or 700 plus thousand, like nines are hitting 50, 60,000. Okay, that gap has to lessen, okay? So for those of you out there that really want to invest and collect, my recommendation, look for stuff that isn't gem mint, but you can buy a mint 9. Like eventually that margin is going to have to close and they're going to have to get closer in price. I mean, when you could buy, Luca prisms at 1650 or 1700 and you could buy 9s at 500, I'd buy the 9s. The potential of those 9s going up is way greater than that 10 going up. It's still from a $4,300 product, which is mind-boggling to me. But you know what? That's what the market is right now, guys. And guess what? You don't have to go in and buy packs of cards or open wax or get in breaks. You can go online, spend that money, and buy what you like. Seriously, it is crazy. There are kids that I'm so proud of out there. It's so crazy because I can see myself doing it without the opportunities that they have today, without all the platforms that they have. These kids are so good. I've got to ask them questions about stuff like that. How do I do this on Instagram? How do I do that? Like, I feel like I'm old school now, but this next generation is coming up, and that was me back in the day. Guys, the kids that are out there doing that, when you buy something and you invest in something right now, people compare it to the stock market, okay? I agree. It's like the stock market, but what I like about this is you can physically You can hold something in your hand and watch this card either go up or down based on performance. This is all performance based, guys. So if Vlad Jr., people are saying, oh my gosh, he's lost so much weight, he's going to come out and have a hell of a year. Well, guess what? Vlad's are going like this right now. If he comes out and starts the season 0 for 18, the cards are coming back down just as fast. So, guys, that's what it's about. Another thing I want to talk about, guys, is everybody says, oh, cards are just so expensive. Like, I don't know if I can afford cards. You know what? This is a perfect opportunity for somebody like my age or even younger to go back and relive your childhood, okay? I know with COVID, and some people don't want to go out to shows and this and that, but there are shows going on every weekend that you can go out there and you can sit down at somebody's table and they'll have boxes. They might have a quarter box, a 50-cent box, even a dime box, but a $2, $5, $10 box. And you can go through there and pull out some amazing stuff, and it's not going to break the bank. It's literally going to cost you, $5 for a nice stack of cards that even back in the day was worth more than that, and you could relive your childhood. But I'm telling you guys, the other stuff it's coming back. The junk stuff is coming back. It's not junk anymore. Shaquille O'Neal rookie cards are not junk anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. During these last 10 months, I got to tell you something. My wife will get on me. She's like, about taking out the trash and this and that and being a procrastinator. I'll tell you what, being a procrastinator for me has paid off, because every week, like, I had stuff in my warehouse that I wasn't going to, due to the COVID guidelines. And there's boxes, and the stuff was literally just going up and up and up every day. I had Jason Tatum Prism rookies, and they're priced at like $10 and $15. And my son and I went through there and we pulled them out, and they're priced $15. Now they're going for 200 or something like that. It's just crazy. So, hey, being a procrastinator has paid off, recently, but don't do it. But guys, I just wanted to tell you guys that anything is possible. There's so many outlets. You guys can make this happen. If it's something you want to do as a hobby, or I've been blessed to have been able to turn a hobby into a career, you guys can do that. Okay. But I must stress, like Bach says, okay, keep collecting fun. If collecting's not fun, don't do it. And if you buy what you like, you're never going to have any regrets. It's so crazy. Now, on the autograph end of it, I know people say, oh, hey, is Beckett taking submissions, or is PSA taking submissions? That's a total different division. Autographs are one side and cards are another side. And I think they're pretty much both backed up, guys. So you know what? If you turn stuff in to get graded right now, chances are they're just holding, it's like a savings account for you, because you have stuff in there that might have been, like Shaquille O'Neal tops that were going for $25 as nines, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, that are now $150 nines. Like, that's crazy. If you sent that stuff in the bulk service, it takes 8 months to get stuff back. Guess what? You're making money on that. So you guys could do anything that you put your mind to. You really can. And this Jordan and all this stuff that's going on right now, and Gary V, you know what? It's making the hobby fun. It's expensive. People who aren't even into the hobby know about the hobby. My sister-in-law was at Target, and she's like, oh my gosh, Mark, all these people were standing in line waiting for baseball cards. How crazy is that? Like, she knows about baseball cards now. But guys, just get out there, buy what you like. It is a grind. And you know what? You can do this if you want. Like I said, the kids out there that are doing it now, I'm proud of them, and keep going. And Box, I just want to thank you for this opportunity. Seriously, man, like, what you've done and what you're doing for this hobby is going to be huge. And if I can ever help you or anybody else in this industry, it'd be my pleasure to help. Even if it's just a simple question, if I can answer a question, should I buy this? Should I not buy that? Box, seriously, you know what? We want the hobby to keep going like this. And people who don't share this information, you know what? It's not helping the hobby. So I love what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And thank you for having me on.
No problem, man. No problem. Thank you so much for joining us today and for introducing yourself to BoomFactory Live. Guys, Mark is not going anywhere. We're going to take your questions in just a couple seconds, but he's also not going anywhere as far as this show is concerned. He's going to be around a lot. That's why I wanted to bring him on. let him talk to you guys. I mean, I don't know if that moved you guys as much as it did me, but I mean, Marc, you're the man. Thank you so much, bud. We've been,
I appreciate.
yeah, definitely. We've been getting tons and tons of questions from the viewers, and I really want to go through some of this stuff because I want you to shed, more of your knowledge on them. So I'm just going to hop around between YouTube and Facebook, take a few of these for you, and we'll just get a little dialogue going with that if you don't mind. First up,
No
I've
problem.
got Benjamin Cervantes from YouTube is asking, who is your favorite player to work with?
Oh man, that's tough. You know what? Probably my favorite player all time that we've ever worked with. I'd have to go with. It's weird. It's probably Stan Musial. Stan Musial or David Justice. You're gonna say it's weird, but David Justice is just such a class act, and he's just heck of a guy. But I can't deny the ultimate pastime representative and the ambassador, Al the Bull Ferrara.
We all love Al.
The man. And Rick Monday, those guys are family to me. And Box, what I was talking about building relationships, it's not just with people you deal with on a personal level. It's business and people who become family like yourself.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, we just have so many ex-ball players, and like they come over for barbecues, and they're just regular people, but they're part of our family because I was raised to treat people how you want to be treated, and when you do that, you build these relationships,
Yes.
And I think best way to do things.
Yeah, man, you've been a great example for all of us that know you. And I mean, it's hard to measure success looking at somebody else, but you truly look happy and successful at what you're doing with all of this, man. And oh man, thank you for being here on the show, and also too for being family to me and my family, my son especially, your Uncle Marc. You know what I mean? I don't know if people at home know that, but Marc's showing me the ropes, guys. So I got to give him props for that just one last time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take another question here. Jordan Olkin from YouTube. We'll do Facebook next. Jordan Olkin from YouTube is asking, what's the best piece you've ever found at a garage sale?
Oh man, good question, Jordan. The best thing that I've ever found at a garage sale. Yes, guys, I do like to go to garage sales. Okay, it's something that, like, once again, I can relive my childhood through, and I find some cool stuff, old toys. And there's no other business, once again, where you can buy something for a nickel, a quarter, a dime, and flip it for 20, 30, 40 bucks. It's crazy. So the best thing that I found at a yard sale, and once again, it's not because it was just sitting out there. It's because I talk to people and I ask them, and it's about building relationships. I can't stress that enough, guys, seriously. So every time I go to a garage sale, I'll always ask, hey, do you guys have anything like sports collectibles, baseball cards, bobbleheads, ticket stubs, programs? And, 9 out of 10 times their answer is, we have it, but we don't want to sell it at a garage sale for a yard sale price. I said, well, I'm not looking to pay yard sale price. So I found a 1956 top set at a garage sale, and I ended up getting it for I think it was like 800 bucks. So he was happy. I was thrilled. And yeah, everybody had a good time.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Okay, we're going to head over to our Facebook Live page now. We got Mike McCulloch tuning in, and he's asking, with this weekend's record money sale of the 1986 Fleer Jordan, what 80s basketball card do you think will take off next?
Well, I think that entire 86 Fleer set is iconic. It's legendary. I mean, you have Barkley rookies and Olajuwon and Ewing and Malone and Worthy, all these guys who, that's their rookie card, guys. That is their rookie card. And that gap is going to have to slim like this, going to have to get close, because when that Jordan's going for 700,000, there's no reason a Malone 10, should be 4,000 or something like that.
Right.
But I think that entire set is huge. But I will tell you this, the other 80s card, and Mike will like this, Mike McCullough, you said, correct? Yeah. The Magic Bird rookie card.
He actually had emphasized on that in the chat. I purchased my first one from you. Thank you very much from that. I appreciate it, man. Really do.
Box, real quick, Box. How much stuff? I mean, you had like a little list of stuff that you wanted to get just in the last probably 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to tell them about that Gretzky rookie?
Yeah, the Gretzky rookie was one of my biggest bucket list items. Fortunately enough, I had my buddy Mark had one when at the time I was looking and gave me a great deal. I off the top of my head want to say maybe paid you $400 or $500 for the thing at the time, and it was a Topps Gretzky rookie PSA 8, I believe, and I think those things are going for close to $4,000 now. And that all happened in the last like 4 or 5 months. I mean,
it's so
just
crazy.
boom, so fast, boom.
And at the time, that was the price of today. That's what it was going for that day. You bought it,
yeah, definitely. So I mean, those deals are out there. I wasn't expecting to have happen with the cards. What happened with the cards? It was more of me trying to refine my collection and move from having 50,000 things to like the top 50 things that I've always wanted. That's the reason I went for it. And the plus is that they've just exploded. I mean,
sure.
I'm going to chalk that up as a huge win, but thank you very much for the great deals, man. I mean, you've always got the best deals. I recommend Mark to anybody. I saw somebody commenting about selling memorabilia collections, stuff like that. I mean, Mark's the man. He'll give anything a look, and he's a bucket of knowledge just as far as maybe even helping you find the right buyer or place for it. I would definitely recommend him as a go-to. He's my go-to, guys. So I don't want to give away my trade secret, but Mark's my collectible guru, man. So what's up, Mitch B? Okay, we've got Isaac Martinez on Facebook. He's asking about B&K sports cards. He said, let's hear about those days.
B&K Sports Cards was awesome. I'm going to tell you, that was a shop in Rancho Cucamonga that Isaac and his cousin, and we all had stuff up in this shop, right? And the memories of that shop will live with me forever. Seriously. It was just an awesome time. That's when sports cards were crazy. I mean, that was like 95, 96 era, if I believe, because boxes of Kobe Chrome, like 96 Topps Chrome, which I don't know if a lot of people know, it was a retail only product. That wasn't made for hobby. It was only made for retail. Walmart's had it, stuff like that. And I think Isaac was selling packs for, I don't know, maybe like $250 for a box, maybe at the time. I want to say they're about almost 18 or 20K now.
Wow.
Yeah, but good times. B&K.
Those Kobe Chromes are going for a pretty penny.
Yeah, like $7,000 right now.
I can't believe it. A year ago, I thought they were high, and it's just like now. Looking back, we've got a lot of look backs. So somebody actually asked, and I hate to bring this up, man, but I really think everybody needs to hear this story. What's your one biggest flip since you started collecting where you look back now and went, man, if I had just hold on to those cards?
Oh my gosh. The year was 2012. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was a Sunday evening. I mean, it's so detailed, this story, okay? It was a Sunday evening, and I was set up at Jimmy's USA in Whittier, and I was about to leave, and these guys come in and say, hey, you buy cards? I'm like, yeah, I buy cards. What do you have? And he pulls out these, 5 cards, and I said, what do you want for them? He goes, $1,400. No, he said, he said $1,400, okay? And I said, all right, sounds like a deal. So I end up buying the cards. I'm leaving for spring training the next day. So I call my buddy. I'm like, hey, dude, I got these cards. This is what I have. I said, if you want them for $1,650, you can have them. Make $250. Hey, that's going to pay for my hotel room for the week, right? My portion of it. And I sell the deal for $1,650. Well, those cards today are worth probably over $3 million, like legit $3 million. There was 2 Mike Trout Reds, numbered out of 5, the auto, number 3 of 5 and 4 of 5. There was a blue refractor auto out of 150. There was a gold refractor, number 27 of 50, his jersey number. Then there was a regular base auto. And I'm not kidding you guys. In today's market, it's probably over $3 million that I got $1,650 for. Wow. That's my biggest. But don't look back.
No, you can't look back. You can't look back. it was just flowing with what we were talking about right there. I hate to even bring it up, but Marc, man, I just want to say again,
okay. It's hard.
I just want to say again, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. I mean, I could probably seriously talk your ear off all night about collectibles, but I plan on having you back on the show for card panel discussions, hobby talk, interviews, things like this. Guys, you had a chance to win some stuff tonight. All you had to do was comment below a question for Marc. You got till the end of the show to do it. We're not going to take any more for tonight. We're going to move on. But I just want to let you guys know that you still have a little bit of time to drop them in the comments if you want to get your entry. We'll do the entries. Like always, there will be a video uploaded to YouTube and the Facebook page in the next day or two here with the results. Contact us at boomfactorylive@gmail.com so that we can get your prizes out to you. We're only holding them till the next show, guys. We're not going to do like last time. We're going till the next show. If you don't claim them, boom, they're going right back into the prize pot. So go for it. Thank you so much for the 8x10 that you're donating tonight. Thank you so much to Platinum Card Breaks for the boxes that they donated in our last episode. You're the man, Marc. Thank you so much. Thank you. Seriously, bud.
All good. Thank you for having me on, brother. I look forward to doing it again.
Have a good night, Marc.